It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Demon Deacons will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Golden Gophers offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. It's complete to the left. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to impose their will with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Touchdown, Minnesota! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense has the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw was really good. Your team.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The short hands, it's Vic. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got a man, it's Vic. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So now to start the 2nd quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Vic. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. The short hands, it's Vic. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Vic. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Demon Deacons are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Trying to escape. Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Unloads quickly. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got the tight end. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And that pass was knocked down, but I think this flag is going to negate a good defensive play. The defense was in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They want to throw it. He's got him. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20.
22, Waters.
To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Claiborne. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
Catch in the middle. It's Vick. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Snap it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Ncaa. Shoots it to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some...
There he goes! All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
To the air on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Number 99 on the field goal.
Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Toledo is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout those Rockets fans will remember for some time. They're up by 18 over Kent State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Here's the handoff. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The give to the back. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quick completion to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore, coach defense.
And the defense swarms him under the two-point attempt is stopped, and so too is the attempt to tie the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. To the air, it's Ncaa, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. The give is to Taylor. And the Golden Gophers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Quickly to the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. 2nd down coming up. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Pressure coming. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him, a 5-point lead here in the fourth.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Mays. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Wants to throw it. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. They move on top here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Ncaa. Makes the grab. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Taylor. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Taylor. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. Finds a tight end. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And he gets the fumble back, but that clock is still an enemy. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. You know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
How about that play? Late in the ball game, you need a play. You throw it up to your guy, and he makes the play. That is execution at its best in the clutch moments. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
27.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.